Hello chess lovers, Soren here, and in today's video I want to share with you a famous game played between the 11th world chess champion Robert James Fischer and Danish chess grandmaster Bent Larsen. This game is from 1958, Portoroz Interzonal. It's also treasured in Fischer's best-selling book, My 60 Memorable Games, and in this video I will also rely on Fischer's commentary. Fischer is on the white side and he opened up with e4, to which Larsen answered with c5. Sicilian defense is on the board, and then we have the dragon variation, the razor sharp dragon against Bobby. Let's see how is this going to end up. Meanwhile, white is going for this Yugoslav attack with bishop c4, and we have the early exchange of knights on d4. After which Larsen offered the exchange of light squared bishops, and Fischer moved back his bishop on b3. Now if black goes for the exchange of bishops, then white can recapture with the a pawn, thus getting a very solid pawn structure on the queen side, which is very difficult to break into pieces. That's why we have queen a5 answered by Larsen, and Fischer castled queen side. Opposite side castlings are on the board. And yes, definitely this is going to lead to a sacrificial battle. b5, black is hurrying with his attack on the queen side. Meanwhile, first Fischer is making this prophylactic king b1 move. b4, knight d5, bishop takes d5. At the time this was a novelty. Before this, usually black was recapturing with the knight. But in our game we have bishop takes d5. Bishop takes d5. A year later, in 1959, in a game played between Mikhail Tal and Bent Larsen, Tal chose e takes d5 continuation, but let me tell you that bishop d5 is also strong. Yeah, both are equally strong. Here, instead of going for knight takes d5, something which Stockfish suggests in order to get rid of this light squared bishop as soon as possible, thus also making white's queen side a little bit vulnerable, although in this case you have to be ready for the early exchange of dark squared bishops as well. Yeah, instead of knight takes d5 we have rook a c8 by Larsen, bishop b3. Fischer writes, I had 1 dozen of Skittles games in analogous positions and had it down to a science. Pry open the H file, sac mate. In theory everything seems very easy. Let's see how is Fischer going to bring into life that idea. How is he going to open up the H file, then sac and mate. In this game actually the idea will work, but not every time Fischer succeeded. Fischer's game against Cesar Munoz comes to mind. Maybe we should also cover that game. Meanwhile we have rook c7 by Larsen, or protecting the pawn on a7 in order to play queen b5, then a5, a4. Also, this gives black a chance of doubling up the rooks on the c file. h4. So finally, the h pawn steps forward. Queen b5, h5, rook f c8, h takes g6, h takes g6, and now we have g4. The g pawn is coming to harass the knight. In return, black keeps on going with his counterattack on the queen side. g5, knight h5, and the move which just asks itself to be played. Very common in these type of positions. Yes, rook takes h5. Fine writes, in such positions combinations are as natural as a baby's smile. G takes h5, which is losing. Fischer says that bishop takes d4 is no better, and here is the variation provided by him. After queen takes d4, g takes h5, g6. If queen e5, then g takes f7 check. And yeah, this is how white is winning. If king f8, then rook g1. And if king h7, then queen d3, followed by f4. But Fischer overlooks a powerful defense by black. Once again, Fischer says that bishop takes d4 is no better, but Stockfish says that actually bishop takes d4 is the best move, and after queen takes d4, only now black is winning the rook. And if g6, instead of queen e5, instead of the move suggested by Fischer, Stockfish says that there is a very strong move which keeps the balance. Yes, that move is rook c4. The light squared bishop is now neutralized. If you capture on f7, then just king takes f7. Yeah, rook takes c4 is something which looks very beautiful. And if bishop takes c4, then queen takes c4. And we have an equality, you know. Yeah, black is managing to survive. So rook c4 actually turns out to be very difficult to find. And even in his analysis, Fischer failed to find it. This is how black can survive. Check king f6. We have an equality on the board despite the fact that the king on f6 is placed very awkwardly. What if rook g1? Queen e8. This is interesting, guys. A very solid defense by black. But the line was overlooked by Larsen, and he recaptured on h5, and so this is losing. There came g6. If e6, then g takes f7 check, and again black is left with a shattered king side, right? So after g6 we have e5 trying to neutralize this dark squared bishop, but there came g takes f7 check. We also have a monster on b3, and that's something which allows white to win the game. Bishop goes back to e3, d5, he takes d5. By temporarily blocking the a to g8 diagonal, black is winning the pawn on f7, but in return white is getting another monster, this time on the d file. Bishop g5, queen b7, well, if rook g6, then check, and then d7 check, d8 queen, and black king is getting checkmated. So after bishop g5 we have queen b7 by Larsen, and the rook on f6 dropped. Bishop takes f7, d7. Rook d8, queen d6 check, Larsen resigned, but in here Fischer missed mate in 3. Actually, queen h6 check is mating faster. If bishop g7, then queen d6 checkmate. Looks very nice, right? This bishop is really playing an essential role in the attack, and if king e7, then again check, and black king is getting checkmated. But okay, queen d6 also wins. If bishop e7, then checkmate. We have some sort of a Boden's mate, right? Yeah. And if bishop e7, if king g7, then rook g1 check, and then queen takes f6. Yeah, black can't save this position. Enough is enough. That's why after queen d6 check, Larsen resigned. Now, nice attack by Fischer. Once again, probably I should also publish Fischer's game against Cesar Munoz, where in reality bringing into life that idea of opening up the H file, sacrificing, and mating is not working, and Fischer is suffering a heavy loss. But in this game what I liked very much was that defense by black, which Fischer also missed. So bishop takes d4 is the best move in here, and then after g6 there is this magnificent rook c4 move, neutralizing the light squared bishop and drawing, equalizing the game, neutralizing the attack as well. Yes, nice move, very nice. Thanks for watching, hope that you enjoyed the game. Feel free to share with your friends as well, and in the end a chess puzzle where the task is to win with the white pieces. As usual, we'll wait for your answer in the comment section. Thanks for watching, we'll see you in my next video. Take care.